Esther 414 Ministries. This is Tracy. Hey, thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate you guys more than you can ever know. Let me ask you guys a question to start with, okay? Have you ever prayed for something and you really needed God to answer that prayer? Like it was a bill that was coming up, or you really wanted to meet the one, you know what I'm talking about? Or you were needing a job and you want that perfect job to come along, whatever it might be. I mean, it's something really important that you need God to answer that prayer. However, okay, there's always a however in there. You have it set in your mind how you think God is going to answer that prayer. That it should be thus and so, right? It's going to be like this, this, and this, okay? So God, because He is so good, answers your prayers. He answers that need, all right? But it's not in the way that you thought or that you expected Him to answer that prayer. And it wasn't quite how you were wanting Him to answer that prayer. Now, just kind of ponder that for a moment, and let me tell you where we're going to be. We're going to be in 2 Kings chapter 5, verses 10 and 11, and it's a story that's kind of going over this type of situation. Now, listen up, okay, guys? Okay, so we're in 2 Kings chapter 5. We're looking at verses 10 and 11, all right? Elisha sent a messenger to him saying, "Go and wash in the Jordan 7 times, and your flesh will be restored to you, and you will be clean." But Naaman was furious and went away and said, "Behold, I thought he will surely come out to me and stand and call on the name of the Lord his God, and wave his hand over the place and cure the leper." Well, this is a bizarre story. So what's happening? Well, let me fill you in on what's going on and what has happened here, okay? This story is about Elisha, the great prophet, who he would speak for the Lord, he would heal people, he would do things for the Lord, okay? And the Lord would work through him, all right? So Naaman is a general from Syria, and he has leprosy, all right? He's heard that Elisha can heal him, so he's at Elisha's house. Now, Naaman, being a general, is used to having a lot of respect, being elevated, you know, you're going to come out and you're going to do exactly what I say and how I want you to do it. But this isn't what happened in the case with Naaman, all right? Naaman's expecting Elisha the prophet to come give him homage and wave his hands over him and saying, "Oh, Lord God, I need you to heal this man of his leprosy," and whatever else he thought in his mind that was going to happen, okay? He had it all played up. But that's not what happened, okay? Elisha doesn't even come out to the guy. He doesn't even talk to the guy. What does he do? He sends his servant to this guy, and the servant says, "Go over here to the Jordan and go in and out 7 times, and then your leprosy will be cured." Well, Naaman's like, "Are you kidding me?" First of all, he doesn't have enough respect to come and talk to me. And second of all, he wants me to go to the Jordan River, which is filthy, which is disgusting, which is muddy. And he wants me to go into that river not once, but 7 times? Is he kidding? This guy's a joke. There is no way God told him to tell me to do that. God knows who I am, so I'm sure this God is not talking through this joke of a prophet. Let's go back to Syria. That's stupid. All right. You see where this guy's coming from? He's furious. He's mad because he thought in his mind his little request, actually it's a big request, should be answered in a big way, all right? Now let's not put this guy down too quickly, okay? Because there are things in our lives that we're praying for this great thing. Lord, I want you to pay my bill and this thing, and that you're just going to float money down from heaven, or someone's going to come along and say, "Allow me to help you." Or Lord, I want you to use me in your kingdom in such a great and mighty way. I'm going to be used on some great platform. And then the Lord says, "Oh, that's not the way I'm going to use you in a great and mighty way. I'm going to use you over here, and I'm going to put you through the fire and all this." And you're like, "No, Lord, that's not what I was expecting." See, God's ways are not our ways. His ways are higher, and His thoughts are higher than our way, as Isaiah tells us in 55. We can't put God in a box, and a lot of times we do, and we get really upset when God isn't answering our prayers the way that we expect Him to. And a lot of times, honestly, if we just dismiss it and say, "There's no way on this earth God is asking me to do that, or that He wants me to do this," then we can miss out on a blessing. We can miss out on God miraculously working in our life and answering a prayer because we're not willing to do something so simple. All right. Now back to our original story where we're talking about Naaman who has leprosy. Now let's get this straight, okay? Leprosy is a death sentence. You are doomed to die eventually. It's a terrible, terrible disease, okay? And now as Naaman is heading back to Syria, furious, angry, okay, one of his servants, and the Lord just comes on him and he speaks to him. He says, now General Naaman, wouldn't you have done something huge and great if the Lord had asked you to do that through this prophet Elisha? And he's stopping to think about it for a minute. He goes, but he's not asking you to do something huge or difficult. He's asking you just to go into this river and jump in and out 7 times. That's all he's asking you to do. I mean, really, what do you have to lose? Finally, the Lord just kind of opens Naaman's eyes. He kind of like blocks some sense into him, all right? And Naaman says, all right, so he does this, all right? He goes in and out of the Jordan River 7 times. And then when he's done on the 7th time and he comes back up, his skin is completely restored. They say it was like baby skin. There was no wrinkles or anything on his skin. It was absolutely restored. See, again, in our own lives, God may ask us to do something that seems absolutely stupid, idiotic. I can't make sense. This does not make sense over here. But see, God doesn't ask us to reason out what He's asking us to do. We need to move forward in obedience. We just need to do what God's asking us to do. So if God has asked you to do something in your life that just doesn't seem reasonable, okay, move forward. Maybe even say, Lord, is this really you asking me to do this? He'll confirm it to you, okay? Because He knows sometimes we aren't sure if we hear God, but not if it's a direct disobedience. Lord, I am not doing that. Now, you absolutely need to move forward with that, okay, guys? Don't question God. He has your best interest in mind. Trust me on this, guys. He's asked me to do such things that I really didn't think was from the Lord, but on the other side coming through, I saw it was the Lord. And I got a huge blessing from it. Isn't that what we want? Huge blessings in our life. Move forward with the Lord. Don't question His ways because they are higher than our ways. I hope this helped you out, guys. This has been Tracy from Esther 414 Ministries.